Industrial design to me is about bringing ideas into everyday life.
It's somewhere in the middle of the sciences and the arts, kind of like a bridge.
To me, industrial design is user-centric. Cater to needs, the user's wants and experiences.
Industrial design is kind of like a positive reaction to some kind of problem we feel in the world.
Traditionally, industrial design is try to design something for mass production. In NUS, we try to do something slightly different. We think about we need to do something to improve the quality of life of human beings.
It was nice to find out that we did many other things in like service design, experience design, and furniture interior, and even like interfaces like apps and applications.
Last time we are just designers, but now we are the researchers, we are the people who we also design for. So we are more in touch with like the human aspect of designing, and that's what makes us industrial designers now.
I think one of the myths about coming to industrial design course is that does one need an art background? I think that's not true because the course is structured in such a way whereby we have many modules and courses that teach us basic skills to students like sketching, like model making, right down to using basic softwares and 3D modeling softwares as well.
From the second semester, we start what you call platform or vertical studio, and we try to offer to a student a very large range of topic.
So what happens is we collaborate with companies from outside. Like last year I did a collaboration with World Kitchen. I also did another project with OCBC. This year I'm working with L'Oreal.
These industry collaborations really prepare the students for the real-world working experience, and they come out much more equipped to handle the demands of the industry.
The Design Incubation Center is a research lab that investigates the future of design and develop the necessary tools that are needed to engage in these new possible futures. We're very interested in design process, design thinking. It's always related to the teaching, how it helps us to train people in a better way.
I guess coming from a polytechnic background, the exposure is different. And whereas in NUS you are allowed more to explore on your own, you are also challenged by your classmates and your environment and yourself, of course, to bring things to a higher level or standard.
The strength of the industrial design course at NUS is really about the diversity of design approaches. So I don't think we have a particular way to design, or do we promote a way to design or certain methods to achieve designing.
I would like to think that we are relevant, always relevant. I think that's probably the key word. We're not afraid to throw away what we built like yesterday if something is we believe are more important for tomorrow. We are one of the very few programs in the world that have the resources or the muscle to behave or to act in this way.
The point where it changed about whole thinking of design, right, or this whole excitement, like being like refreshed again, right, was actually when we went for exchange. She went to the Netherlands, I went to Switzerland. Yeah, I think when we went there, right, we realized that the world is really, really big, and I really thank NUS for that, because like, there's a lot of like opportunities that they give us.
For me, what really shaped me was the encouragement from the professors to take part in lots of competitions and to want more than just the academic excellence, and to challenge ourselves on the international platform.
We have teachers who really work in the industry like Dawn, Hans. They really have been there, so their presence allows us to know really what's outside at the moment. This ION project, it's the first time that we did a real product. So we look at how people are living in much more compact spaces, and so we thought of the idea of hanging the iron in the wardrobe. It's as simple as adding an extension at the back to hang it in the clothes rack.
My first full product is a blender for children. A blender is a very dangerous thing. So we designed this RFID technology whereby there's an RFID chip here and another RFID chip attached to this blender. So when they blend, like, it can only turn on after the blender goes through the beaker.
Taxipool is a social application where users can use the app to share taxis with one another. We were initially frustrated by the lack of taxis when you need it. So we developed this app that just helps people to connect to one another based on location, timing, and chat interfaces.
I've been living with my grandmother for almost 10 years now. Due to old age, she has difficulty moving around the house. And I've decided to help her or make something for her to improve her life. This walking aid, it's my thesis project. For this structure, the idea is to shift the point of contact more towards the underarms by placing the palms on the front, exert a bit more strength and stand up easily. So when she actually could stand up on her own, she really smiled, and at the point of time I was also really, really happy.
If design is able to uncover unmet needs and create products or services of value, then the best way to measure it is when people buys it and buys a lot. D-Lab was a brand that was created for this series of tabletop objects. It started as a workshop on Korean, and we felt that there should be some kind of translation of that investigation. The idea is that if we do have something to sell, then the communication will continue by the retailer or the gallery that are showing or selling them. The D-Lab is quite well distributed or carried by all the top galleries around the world. We bring the game to the top level and we fare pretty well. And I think that confidence also brought back not just to the team here, but to the whole entire student cohort.
I think we have quite a close industrial design community here, and many prominent independent studios were from NUS, so we're almost like a big family.
So Remember Motion is actually like a design celebration studio, and we design spaces, we craft things for spaces, for celebrations. I think being in DID actually gave us a lot of independence in thinking and like opinions, and not being afraid to do what we believe in even though it's not what is expected. I think that really gave us like a push into this direction.
Stuck has a lot of extensions, and we thought it was something that's cheeky and a little bit playful as well, which describes the way we work.
We hold the same belief that design should be fun, exploratory, genuine, and that we've brought from our learning environment to the workplace environment.
We want to make work feel not like work, which is why in the office we have all sorts of toys. I think that interruption in the routine sometimes is quite good for creativity.
Our Start was formed by 4 designers. Our studio is multidisciplinary, so we work on both product design, interior design, and also a little bit of branding and art direction. The furniture projects are really fun. I mean, it was really nice when we travel around Europe, to see our furniture in the stores over there. And also sometimes to have like users email us randomly to say like, I just bought your desk from this brand and I really love it and just wanted you to know. It's also something that makes us proud that our design has touched the lives of many.
In Super Mama, we are a design studio, we are a design retail shop as well. One of our main focus is to develop a label that is based on Collective for Singapore Designers, a label that really represents Singapore well, represents our culture, our context. The course is one of the most relevant courses in what I've taken, what I've seen so far. And not only does it touch on the art and science of the creative industry, it focuses a little bit on the business aspect as well. So for me, setting up a retail shop is pretty challenging as a designer, but you'll be surprised that even simple things like marketing, branding, all these are actually all covered in the course. It's a course that teaches you what is out there in life, rather than teaching you how to sketch and do a 3D modeling kind of thing.
If you want to be in a discipline where you have a great chance of making a difference once you graduate. This course is a great opportunity for you to do that.
Industrial design is actually becoming very relevant in today's market and today's industry. People don't realize actually how important it is until they actually really meet an industrial designer and realize the skills that that industrial designer has.
We are really looking for students who are not just motivated but have the passion for design, have the aptitude for design. And so one can come in as a blank slate, and we will equip them with the necessary skills, aptitudes, and also the know-how to be a designer.